So somebody commented on the post I did about not having a video for, I don't know, last week or 2 weeks ago, about wanting to see like punches and hammers and stuff like that. So it's a great video idea. So that's what this week's video is going to be about: punches, chisels, hammers. I'm going to throw in my big Prybar just because it kind of fits with it, I guess. I'm not really sure. So let's turn around here and we'll show you what's going on. So I keep it in this bottom drawer here. I keep my punches and my chisels and everything. So I'm going to grab these hammers and let's put them on the back, and I'll show you what I got down there. And then I keep the big hammers and then the big pry bar in the bumper right there. So I reached out to the winners of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So here's the first one, the 1/4 inch drive, the second place winner. He has reached out and his package is ready to ship. So here is the grand prize winner. So if this is you here, send me an email, jasonandsonsgarage@gmail.com, and I will get your grand prize sent out. So here you all go. Here's the 2 winners of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Okay, so let's start with the hammers. So this one is my Snap-on. It's the 16 ounce. No, this one's a 24 ounce. Sorry, I thought it was 16. 24 ounce dead blow with the shot. Here, if you can hear the shot. But these are kind of expensive, I will say that. This one was, I think, like 120. But these are really nice. I like them better than the wood handles because they don't, like when you hit and if you miss, like it doesn't have a lot of issues with this getting messed up. I really like the grip. Like if you feel the grip, it just seems to be the right shape. And it's like really, really nice. And they are guaranteed for life, so if anything happens to them, you can just give it to your Snap-on person and they'll warranty it for you. And then this is the 2.5 pound, just the cheap Pittsburg one from Harbor Freight. And we had a really, really cold day in December here in Texas. And I hit something, I don't remember what it was. And it just exploded. I mean, it was cold, like 8-9 degrees, and it just exploded. So I went to Harbor Freight to get it warrantied, and they didn't have any. So I was like, well, I'll just get it warrantied at some point. And I threw it in the bottom drawer, and now we are in April, and I still haven't got it done yet. But while I was there, I bought this one, which is the Icon 48 ounce, which honestly looks just like the Snap-on. I think they're honestly trying to copy Snap-on here, but this thing's worked pretty good. I mean, there's a couple little dings and stuff you can see here, but it's held up pretty good, and these are still guaranteed for life. You can still get them warrantied, so I think they're worth it. I think this was like 40 bucks. I'll link everything down below. So that's those 2. This hammer is just this, they call these engineering hammers. It's basically a 4-pound sludge. I don't know why they call them engineering hammers. This one was Husky. It was, I think, 20 bucks, 25 bucks from Home Depot. Not that bad. But this is honestly the one I reach for when I need to bang something around. And I don't really care if it gets messed up. And then this one, this is a DeWalt 3-pound. They call it like a driller's hammer. I bought this one at Home Depot in Hawaii. But I was looking on Home Depot's website, Lowe's, everybody. I even Googled, and I can't seem to find it. So I don't know if they just discontinued them or what. But I found an S-Wing that I linked, which looks almost identical to this. I'm sure DeWalt doesn't actually make this. But this one works good for, sometimes you can't swing this one in there, so you have to use a small one. This one works good for just tapping stuff to get it in there where you need it to be. On to punches. So I showed this in a short. This is the 3-piece Mayhew brass punch set. These are brand new. That's why they look like they've never been used, because they have never been used. I just got them like 2 days ago. But I kept needing these, and I kept borrowing them. And the guy I kept borrowing them from was getting upset, so I bought a set. The set wasn't that expensive. And then these ones are Snap-on, so the Snap-on punches are kind of expensive. But I will say, this set I bought on eBay for 100 bucks. And this set's like almost 400 on Snap-on's website. But this is perfect for what I use. It's got the 3 most common chisels. It's got a center punch in here. It's got 3 drift punches, and then it's got 3 pin punches. So if you ever want to know what the difference is, so a pin punch it's all the same diameter, and a drift punch, it tapers. So that's what the difference is. And the nice thing about these is they're guaranteed for life. And then this set was way cheaper than you would buy it on the Snap-on truck. But I like the Snap-on punches, not just because they say Snap-on, but they hold up really, really well. I mean, they hold up a good edge. You can beat these chisels, and they just don't wear out. And then they don't mushroom a lot. Like sometimes them and the cheaper ones, they'll mushroom real easy. So whatever metal they use is really nice. And they are USA made. These are all made by Snap-on. These aren't made by somebody else. So these are really, really nice. And then that's just the basic set that I use. And then this set's a great set. This is the large one. So this is like, I think it's a 3/8. No, it's a 5/16. And then this one's the 3/8. Let me see. Yeah, this one's a 3/8. And this one I think is 1/2 inch. So these are some big punches. Sometimes if you got to knock out a pin or something. And you could tell, see, this one's been, if it'll focus. Will it focus? There it goes. If you can tell, that one's been beat on and it's not mushroomed. So these work really nice. This is a really, really nice set. This set's like, I think, $250. I looked on eBay and I can't find this set. These ones seem to not come up for sale very often. But if you look on eBay for stuff, because that's where I get a lot of the Snap-on stuff pretty cheap. And this is a transfer punch set. I'm not sure. I'll show you what they are. But I bought this used. The Snap-on guy had it in his used pile. And I don't honestly think he knew what it was because I only paid like $50 for this thing. It is missing two. It's missing this one and this one, so I don't know if they were broken or whatever. I was going to get them warrantied, or I was just going to order new ones, but they're only like $8 a piece, but I just haven't done it yet. So what a transfer punch is it's like if you have a plate, and this one's a 3/4, with a 3/4 hole in it, and you need to match it, this will line up with the hole, and then this little punch is right in the center. So you can, like, you have a plate, you can put it in there and hit it, and then it'll transfer the center of that hole. And these work really nice for fabricating and stuff. And this set is really nice because it goes from 3/32 all the way to 1/2 inch, and then there's a 7/8, a 3/4, a 1 inch, and a 17/32 in here. So it covers basically everything I need. So I keep all the bigger stuff down in here. Let me pull some of it out. So this is the Trusty-cook. It's a 144 ounce dead blow. And just a little secret too, Trusty-cook actually makes most of the hammers for Mech and Matco. And this one was on Amazon. It was like $89, but I think now it's like $109. But sometimes if you're hammering like a big pin on like an excavator bucket or something, you don't want to use a metal hammer because it could chip. So that's why I use this. But I mean, sometimes you have to use a metal hammer just because. So that's what this one, my big dead blow. And then this is the 8-pound hickory handle Pittsburg hammer. So I've been told by a few people that this is kind of a small hammer, but they use different words, if you could know what I'm getting at. So I realized that Harbor Freight has fiberglass handles now, which when I bought this one, I didn't see it. And they have like a 12-pound fiberglass handle, so I might buy that one because I keep getting made fun of this hammer. But it works for me. I like the hickory handle instead of the fiberglass, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So this isn't really hammer or chisel, but I'm still going to show it because it fits in here and it still kind of works. So this is the Snap-on 54-inch Prybar with the orange handle. And man, this thing is stout. So a lot of people might think I'm like a Snap-on snob, but I'm really not because this Prybar is actually cheaper than the Mech one. The Mech one was, I think the Mech one's like 56 and this one's only 54. But this thing is like super thick and it's so much stronger than the Mech one. These ones are a way better Prybar. The Snap-on Prybars are way better than the Mech ones. So I would definitely recommend this. This thing's like $260 now, but it's perfect for like skid steer tracks or if you got to move a bucket around or all kinds of stuff. And they are also guaranteed for life. So even if you mess up the end of it, you can get it warranted. So that's stuff that I keep in the bumper, the big stuff.